Okay, what you're looking at here are some weights that I use to make a full circle, which is this right here. What I did is I welded the rebar right to the weight itself, and then went around and did a full circle, past the circle actually, and then cut it and welded it. And this is what I'm going to use for the cactus. Now, what I'm going to do next is, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to look in the, okay, on the very top here you can see the radius on top of the cactus. That's what I need to do next with my compact bender, so I'll take you over there and show you. Okay, so here's the deal. I've had to try a few pieces to see what I could do here. I'm going to use these bigger weights now to make half a circle, or just enough to make that radius for the top. But what I've noticed is that sometimes it moves, the rebar moves, sometimes it doesn't move. So to make sure it does move when I turn, I've used these vice grips to hold on to it right there at the bottom. Okay, so as I turn, it should go with it and make that radius that I'm looking for. So let's do that. Let me get set up and we'll show you how that's done. Okay, now to begin the welding process, what I'll do is I'll weld that first one and then cut the ends on top so they meet, and that's where we're going to start and see where it goes. Okay, I got my first weld. I'll tell you what's important. You want to make sure that everything is square, because if it's not, you're going to have problems later on getting everything squared, and it's going to look awful. So I got the bottom ring getting ready to weld. The top ring is tacked. I'm going to put another rod in and we'll continue. Okay, I've got it all set up, ready to weld. It's nice and square like I want it. You look at it straight up and down, it looks like it's all in line. So now it's just a matter of doing a few tacks, and then I'll continue on one thing at a time here. Okay, this is where I'm at. I've got to put 4 more sides to it. I put a bigger ring in the center to make it look like a cactus, and it's coming along. So as soon as I get the other 4 sides on, I'll go ahead and continue. I've just got everything just tacked right now, just for that purpose of moving things around if I need to. So there it is, 4 more sides and we'll almost there. Okay, I just got 1 more rod to tack, and then it'll be all tacked and I'll have to weld the whole thing. Now I'm going to go down to the store, see if I can find a 3.5 inch piece of steel, round piece of steel, so I can do the small cactus on each side. So I'm going to run down to the store and take a break. It's getting warm in here. But basically this one's pretty much done, other than to weld it once I get completed with this little project. Okay, so I found these rings and came off of this wine rack over at Goodwill, and I'm going to use these for the smaller arms of the cactus trunk. The trunk itself is pretty much done. It's just tacked right now, but I'm going to weld it towards the end to make sure everything's in place and everything works out. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and start on the arms and go from there. Okay, well we're about to getting ready to weld this piece of rebar. This one's already tacked. What I've done is I've pre-bent the arms a little bit so that when it's put together, I won't have to struggle trying to bend each piece individually while it's all together, and it's much easier to do it before you even weld, but you just have to calculate the height that you want and then go from there. So this is where we stand right now. I'm going to go ahead and weld that piece and the other two and then the other four. So wish me good luck, and we'll see what happens. 4 done, and now we'll do the other 4. Alright, well, I've managed to weld this one on both sides, and so this large one is done. I'm going to work on this one and this one then. Well, this is what I got so far. I haven't tacked anything yet. I'm trying to see if it's straight. You know, you gotta make sure everything's straight. And go back this way. If you're looking at it straight up and down, it looks like it's a little crooked, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments there. This rebar, there's one here that's gonna have to be cut. This one's gonna have to be cut and brought in. But after I make all my adjustments and I'm happy with what I see, I think I'll go ahead and start welding and see what happens. Well, we're almost done. We've got it painted green, and then we'll take it out front, fill it up with rocks. I don't know how good you can see this or not. The green kind of turns really dark in the shade, but in the sun it's the right color anyway. So there you have it. And next step will be to go get some rocks and fill it up. Actually to put it in the ground with some concrete. So that's my next step, and then fill it up with rocks. So here's the final product. It's all done. Put the rocks in this morning, and this is what it looks like right now. That's it.